Let's do some match and or game picks.
What's your best match or game pick?
What is our best match or game pick?
Goim. G-O-I-M-E.
You just had a stroke.
Yeah, I did. I'm just going to sit leaning to my left even more.
Are you tasting copper?
I'm always tasting
What's
copper.
that? Is that burnt toast?
I think I've explained this one before about the burnt toast in my house. It's like the next door neighbours like every day. It's like, am I having a heart attack? Is this the day? So they burn toast at 1:30 every day to have with their old
Can you
people
like?
soup
I was
or
about to
something.
say
I'm
like
this
for
is the
Christmas.
day.
For
This is
Christmas,
it.
can you just drop them off and you taste? But I know you're having
Like,
some issues.
It's $80.
And then they say,
just
we don't
here
even
you
have
go.
a toaster. And he's like, oh, no.
God. It's slowly
suffering-
happening.
I mean, suffering a mini stroke every day. Anyway,
That's
match
called having
and or
kids.
game picks for today. Kraken versus Avs. We're finally talking some NHL. I mentioned some NHL last week, talking about the Kraken and their Stanley Cup odds. And then, of course, they come out and they go 0-3, 0-2-1.
I was on a couple of them. I thought they would easily win a couple of them, but
This is it. The
0-3.
Kraken are a good away team. Unfortunately, this is at home. And the Avs are 2-0 to start the year. The Avs are probably, having written the big NHL piece, I think they were the favourite with some bookmakers for the Stanley Cup this year. Other ones had like Toronto. It's like, all right, get out of the first round, then we can talk about Toronto, right? And then, of course, I think they did last year for the first time in 20 years. But either way, the Avs, 2-0, looking pretty good. The away team has covered the puck line in this matchup 9 of the last 10. The Avs are the away team. I'm going the Avs minus 1.5, $2.70. 10 of 11 games between these two have gone under as well.
Under, that's surprising.
And 4 of 5 games that these two teams have played this year have gone under. So this is like it feels like a 3-1 Avs win over the Kraken in Seattle. And that'll get you to $3.70 if you combine the puck line and the under. Actually, it might even be a little bit more.
what was the under? Like
jacked.
7 or something
I think it was
like
6 for this one. So
Okay.
let me bring that up and I will confirm. But it is like, it's a weird matchup because Colorado, they are sort of like the forgotten-ish kind of team. And even though they're one of these sort of, they won the thing like 2 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
what are we all doing
Everyone's
here?
already forgetting about it.
And it's like McKinnon's awesome. So anyway, so there you go. I go the under and I go the puck line for Colorado.
Cool.
All right, Alex.
AFLW looks for this weekend. The Sydney Swans minus 3.5 against the Western Bulldogs.
That's
The Western Bulldogs suck.
They're
This
horrible.
isn't my natural Western Bulldogs hatred. They're 0-7 with a percentage of 50.
They are really
They
bad.
are so bad this year. Sorry, Gerald. The Swans had a lot of opportunities to beat Hawthorn last week and actually threw the game away. Despite what the result says, they dominated the first quarter and just couldn't kick a goal. Very Sydney.
Cost my
actually.
multi, Sydney.
Yeah, pricks. Anyway, moving on. Richmond head-to-head against Hawthorn. Hawthorn, again, not that great. Richmond are just doing enough at the moment, despite being 3-4. I think they're playing some good footy at the moment. This is the big one for me. Adelaide, even money to beat Brisbane.
that's a great bet.
I know they've got to go to Brisbane to beat them, but Adelaide are unbeaten. They're just
the best team,
trampled Melbourne 2 weeks ago. And they're going to go up to Brisbane and take on the Lions, who they're looking kind of shaky. I know they're 5-2, but if you actually watch the way they're playing,
Lost to Collingwood.
They should have lost to North Melbourne. They lost to Collingwood.
Yeah.
Another loss here, and they were down. They were struggling early against Gold Coast last weekend in that Q clash as well. I don't know if it's named the Q clash. We're just going to call it.
We're going to call it the Q Clash.
Yeah, that's
it's
a good
the
name.
Q Clash.
It's the Q clash. But the thing is, if they lose another game, they're in trouble of falling back to this group because there's about 6 teams that are on 4-3 on the ladder at the moment.
Yeah,
So if they go to 5-3, it's like, oh, we're back in the group, and another loss in a 10-game season could get very dicey. But also really awesome for someone who said Brisbane can't win and also needs them to keep losing, aka me.
Yeah.
And then to finish off, the Melbourne Demons minus 6.5 against Stats Guys' beloved North Melbourne.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, well, Melbourne went to Perth on the weekend, kind of embarrassed West Coast, and then West Coast guys like, it's not fair that we have to play Melbourne. And then everyone's like, it's your first game agast a top 8 team this year.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Their
Shut up.
fixture's pretty easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty weird.
Yeah. And then the West Coast brought out a press release saying, we respect the integrity of the competition.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know
we
if you do.
suck, but our coach offers us not much.
Yes.
Yes, anyway, if we want to.
Rate my multi.
For those 4, $9.79.
Whoa.
That Adelaide head-to-head one is just, I love that.
I would just put all my
Even
money on
money.
Adelaide. Yeah, I like that.
They are so good.
I'll give it a 7.
You're worried about North Melbourne.
I'm worried about
North Melbourne
Yeah,
and Melbourne.
because
Yeah, but I think-
I reckon D's will win, but I reckon it could just be like 1 or 5
Yeah, but I'm
points
not
or
going to be
something.
shocked if they win by 3 goals. Oh, yeah, they were close all day. And then the D, like how you lost to Brisbane, the D's kick away late.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd feel better just about the Swans, Richmond, and Adelaide.
Ladbrokes.
Quickly.
I'm not sold
Pat,
on
stats guy, Pat.
I'm not sold on Richmond either. They've really underperformed. They've got this really good top end talent, and then rest just fall away. So I might even I'll give it a 6.
Who did you see on the weekend?
North, Port Adelaide. I did change my mind from the show. Took North at the line, which was 45.
Told
Won
ya.
by 63.
Told
So
ya.
don't bet anything on Port. North look really good. Really good at home. So this is away. Maybe take the D's, but yeah, I'm
So
worried
the
about that
3,
one.
before we get to the D's, is $5.23.
Okay.
good. I like that.
I like that as well, yeah.
Yeah, I do worry about that North Melbourne one, but
Yeah. If you think
9.75.
D's going to win, the line's pretty short, yeah.
Yeah.
nice. Stats guy.
Cricket World Cup again, South Africa, Netherlands. Looking at the opening partnership, we don't really talk about this market, but there's a opening partnership handicap. So South Africa minus 19. That's
pretty good.
I'm just trying
I
to
like
find some
this.
value in a match where there's a $1.05 winner predicted here. South Africa minus 19.5 for the opening partnership. So not only do they have to win the opening partnership, more than 19 runs here, I really think they can do that. They've had the highest opening partnership in 6 of their last 7 matches, and they absolutely smashed the Netherlands just earlier in the year. Bavuma and de Kock have had 50s and 100s across the last month. They've both been absolutely awesome. They're openers. Netherlands' strength is definitely their bowling, not their opening bowlers, sort of their middle bowlers, and then their openers haven't been informed themselves. So $1.83, again, we talk about the markets, that should not be $1.83. Should be at least $1.90, but trying to find a bit.
Even $1.87,
Yeah,
which
that's-
some of the lines are now.
That's a
but
bit weird.
I remember when bookmaking was like sports betting first
$2.
came into Australia. No, $1.95 was the first game.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, well, that sucks. It should be even money, but they've got to make money.
Yeah, and let's drop it to
$1.83.
either side. Yeah, anyway,
Have a good look at yourselves.
a bit of value there compared to some other markets.
You wonder why turnover is down. This is one of the many reasons.
have to get that out into the world.
Good one.
Let them know. Yeah.
All right. I like South Africa minus 19.5.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but I think they can easily cover it. They're a much better side.
Yep.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.